We will start in a second. I will see. Maybe I can cut out the beginning. But hello, fellow humans, here for the live. I just write a couple of people, and we will see who's joining. Might take a moment until somebody's joining. If you're joining, just drop it in the chat. I will see it. Did I know it? We can start. I will just drop some people. I will put it everywhere on Twitter and on Discord. So if you want to join, you can also share the link to that. We can talk a little bit about the US, about Detroit. We can talk about cryptocurrencies. So join the link and let's discuss. Hi everyone. If you're ready to go, then drop it in the chat. Gute. Gute Chitzo-Ding. Chitzo-Dingster. Let's see if we get some more people here. Sorry, it takes a moment. I just have to drop it everywhere. Oh, we have 4 people in the chat. Very nice. Yeah, I wanted also to discuss a little bit. I have some new ideas for some interesting videos. I wanted a little bit also to hear your opinions about that, because I was planning actually a new series, of course related to cryptocurrencies. Obviously, my vlog videos were not so successful in Detroit. I will see, maybe once in a while I will do it just to say hello, because when I'm traveling, unfortunately, I'm not always having time to make analysis videos. So I will see. I will see how that will go. But my new idea, which I was also now working on and trying to get some partners for some interviews and also to get some interesting content out, is actually real applications of cryptocurrencies. So where really cryptocurrencies are used for something proper, for some proper application. Yeah, good Jasmine stuff. Thanks, however that is pronounced. Max. Uh, yeah, thanks. Thanks. I do my best to do good content for, especially for Jasmine and eCash, both of my favorite cryptocurrencies. Currently, there's happening a lot actually with Jasmine. I'm planning also a new video about Jasmine. Um, there's actually very cool one fellow Jasmine investor on Twitter made a really cool paper about Jasmine in relation to government and so on. I will make a video about this, most probably tomorrow. And yeah, I will put it out as soon as I can. I'm also currently working. I just started the live because I was working on the new video about eCash, which I just wanted to start. And yeah, it just took a while to install the new, trying a new software for background removal and for cutting the video. So I thought while I'm on that, I can also do a live and we could just talk a little bit in case somebody is joining. If not, I'm just sitting here and talk to myself is also fine. I will drop it in some more places. Maybe somebody, maybe some more people will join. Ja, I should. Ja, ich habe es mir schon fast gedacht. So let's see if we get some more people in. Yeah, I should start again to announce these lives a little bit earlier. It's maybe bad time currently, but that's fine. And I'm talking to myself and to the ones who want to listen to it. Yeah, actually about the series, I could talk a little bit. I will wait a moment. I'm dropping it somewhere, and then I will talk about the new series I have planned, and I would like to hear some opinions about that. Let me see if we can get some more people in here. Top 3 to 5 projects worth to observe. Good question. I mean, my top two, I think most of you already know. It's of course Jasmy and eCash. I would really look at it currently. So eCash is shortly before releasing Avalanche. So basically, it has already started. The first Avalanche blocks are already built, were already written with a new eCash update. However, they're currently working on pre-consensus and then comes like staking and all of the things. So I think there will happen a lot over the next months. So eCash, I would really look into this. Just me, there are also currently a lot of updates. They're expanding to the US. There's some government relations which were digged up. So I think it's also a very interesting coin, and it seems also be they are shortly before hitting full circulation, 100% circulation, or at least very close. That must be by now. So I think there will also happen some price moves. Maybe not immediately. I mean, currently bad time for crypto in general, but I think this is still a project worth looking at. Then for short-term goals, definitely Ripple I would look at. I mean the court case. I didn't check the last week, so I'm not sure fully what's going on. But when I was checking last, it looked pretty much that they will win and that we're kind of at the end of the court case. So that might be a good short-term thing. However, it's of course risky in the current situation. The crypto market is like completely down, so I'm not sure what to think. What other Cardano? Cardano, I think there's a very promising update which is coming up. So I also Cardano is very good, and of course Polkadot and related projects like Moonbeam and Clover and things like this. I would look into them. I have also for most of them, I have, despite Ripple, I have videos on my channel, so check them out. Not here in the corner because I cannot do this in the live, but check them out. Um, there you will find some more information. I mean, I have a ton of content about eCash. I have a ton of content about Jasmy. I have some content about Polkadot and Moonbeam. So yeah, just check my videos out. You can learn more and of course do your research, right? Not financial advice, but this is the projects I at least let's see from a technical perspective, I look the most in. Of course, Ripple is from a technical perspective maybe not so super interesting. It's more the court case, so that's more a short-term thing, which I'm usually not doing that much. But yeah, let's see. But definitely Polkadot, Moonbeam, Clover, Jasmy, and eCash is definitely super interesting from a technical perspective. So check them out and check the videos on my channel. Yeah, if some of you more will join, then we will talk about also the new project that I have planned. So, as I said before, I want to talk a little bit about the general application of cryptocurrencies because it's very clear. I mean, currently cryptocurrencies was more like a retail investor thing, like basically just gambling, right? This is what it is. There was very little utility, but this is changing. I mean, it started like I would say like last year. Really, you could see that the first like I mean everybody was already talking about utility coins, but there was not really like a utility. I mean, you can pay somewhere with Bitcoin. There is some finance applications of a smart contract and things like this, but there was not really the like the super case study for application of cryptocurrencies. But this is currently changing, and that's why I want to talk also a little bit about that. Um, I will see. I know there's some implementation of payment systems also using eCash. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Of course, I want to talk also about Jasmy. So also in general, IoT applications. I think there is a lot of utility for cryptocurrencies. Um, then I want to talk also about supply chain management, transport, things like this. Shopping, I have also already video about one coin that is for shopping. The coin was not so much my thing, but just check it out. I don't forgot now how it's called. But you will find it. There's a big shopping cart in a thumbnail, so you you definitely will find it. Um, yeah. So this is what I want to do, and I want to do it really out of this perspective, like what is the utility in that case? Why this is important? What are things where cryptocurrency makes sense? What are things where it doesn't make sense? I mean, there's also a lot of proposed applications where, in my opinion, it's not necessarily blockchain technology is the right fit, but there's some application where it's really, I mean, um, in my opinion, well, the biggest potential application is definitely IoT, is definitely supply chain management, and maybe a couple of other things. So if you think that sounds interesting, just please let me know. If you have some projects in that direction, then let me also know. Cryptos for big finance. That's also a good point. I think you wrote already under one of my videos that I should look into XDC. I have checked it out a little bit, but I didn't. I had no time to do a deeper dig. Sorry. So yeah, I will have a look. But the problem is for me, I'm not a finance guy. I'm more a tech guy. So I usually try to avoid these pure fintech projects, not because I don't think that they're not good projects or because I think there is no money to make. Clearly there is, and I think there's also a lot of interesting projects. But as I'm not coming from finance, it's for me like hard to grasp and to fully understand what the utility is, how important that is, and what a good utility coin makes. So that's why I usually avoid them. I will have a look, however, maybe there is some interesting technical perspective on that, and I will talk about that. But I'm definitely more looking into to technical applications because I'm a techie, right? So that's what I know, and there I can give at least reasonable good advice or have a reasonable, well developed opinion about things. Where in finance, it's just yeah, it's not my thing. But I will have a look anyways. Actually, we can do it now. Unfortunately, I cannot share my screen because my laptop got too slow. So when I share my screen, I will freeze. So we can actually check in this XDC coin. Maybe there is something interesting going on. XFin, enterprise ready hybrid blockchain. Is that what you mean? XFin, yeah? No, XinFin. Sorry, XinFin. XinFin is the name. Let me check. Enterprise ready hybrid blockchain for global trade and finance. Okay. Smart contracts. I will, as always, of course, check out. So the webpage is for anybody who's interested is xinfin.org. Okay, they have some. Okay, so seems to be a project in Singapore. The only thing. Okay, here's somebody of the team. Atul Kekade, Roger Ver. Okay, so the team seems to be there. I would like to have a team page. Is the utility developer portal resources? Because, as you know, this is for me always the most important thing that there is a visible team that you know who's running the project, and that you can check them out, what they did before and stuff like that. That seems to be here a little the problem. Okay, what they have under utility. Network stuff is maybe not so important. With what do you mean with IT? Don't get you there. You mean it? Now I get it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So it meets ISO 2200 requirements. Okay. That's of course interesting. I mean, yeah, I have to look into that. But unfortunately, they have nowhere on their webpage. At least I could not. I mean, there's a lot of pages where I would have to go through. But what I cannot find is the team, which is a little bit sad because there's haven't about the team. Okay, here I found it now. About it's a little bit hidden. I think this should be something that crypto projects should put on page one. Is definitely the team. I would almost start with that, like short value proposition and then directly the team, because for let's say reasonably educated investors, a crypto project without a team is a very red flag. So so I think design wise, it would be better to start with that. Remember, I actually checked this web page of them already out a while ago. Now I remember. Might even be that I did it in the last video. So it seems to be a mainly Indian team. Engagement, okay. Oh, I mean, the team looks fine. The team looks definitely fine. They had also a page where they write about the utility of XTC. That is interesting because that's of course important. Team is important, but then of course also what they're doing with it, right? Because as I said, I'm not the type that invests in pure gambles. I want to see that there is some underlying purpose of the project. So this is for me super important. Okay, so they basically have a blockchain, so it's not just a token, it's actually a real coin, this XTC. And they run some fintech applications of that. Comtech Gold, what is this? XDC NFT, Super Bulls NFT. Impel, okay. I mean, yeah, they run some fintech applications on there, and they seem to have smart contracts. Now, what I'm missing still is like what makes them different. I mean, I would have to dig there deeper to figure this out because there's a lot of systems which run smart contracts, right? I said before Polkadot, I really like it. Polkadot is running smart contracts, even can bridge different chains. Um, Ethereum, of course, is the biggest, right? That where you can run smart contracts on, and there are many others, Cardano, and yeah, there's a whole list of them, and it's sometimes hard to understand what is the difference. I mean, problematic definitely, as we know, are gas fees, so transaction fees should be low. This is important, so we look at this. That's why, for example, Polkadot is, in my opinion, an interesting pick. I don't know how that will be in XTC here, how they order transaction fees. I have not found this yet. But I think this is something definitely is important to look into this other transaction fees because this will basically make or break a good blockchain. And I think this will be also the downfall of Ethereum. I'm not sure how well Ethereum will recover after this, I don't know how to call it, crypto winter. Or by now, I think we can call it almost like that. It's now a couple of months where the market is really on the bottom. So yeah, it currently doesn't look great. I'm not sure how well Ethereum will recover. I mean, there is of course a factor of Ethereum as being one of the big ones and being very famous. However, from technological point of view, I'm not sure how well it's off against its competitors. It's of course currently size, and you could maybe say it's too big to fail, but yeah, it's usually not working like that. Too big to fail works until it fails. Yeah, but definitely interesting crypto. I mean, I think the argument here could be, as you said, the ISO 2200. If that is true, that might be of course the reason. However, then is the question why others don't have it. Is there like a general problem with that, or could they do it? Or there's a lot of questions which I have no answers to. I'm not a finance specialist, so that's why I also say this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm better versed in technology than in finance. Also, one of the reasons why I'm mainly focusing on utility coins in the tech sphere. Okay, very interesting. Any opinions about utility of coins and are serious about this? Maybe some of you have suggestions of coins with utility outside of the fintech world, like with technical applications, as I said before, supply chain, IoT. I mean, we all know who's following me knows already about Just Me. There's XYO. Of course, there's others like IOTA and many other projects that push into that IoT field, which I think might be also the one of the most important applications of blockchain in the manufacturing market or in the general tech market. Supply chain sounds also very interesting. Then there's, of course, the whole area of corporate data. So there's a ton of things that you can be done with corporate data, be it R&D data, be it production data, supply chain data, many things. There, I think, might be also a good application for blockchain. If you know some interesting projects there, I found also a little bit something already. But if you have something else in mind, that's would be very helpful for me to look into this as well. I know that there's applications in self-driving cars, or in general, actually in cars, because cars is basically packed until the roof with sensors. So, and there's a lot of interesting information that you can take actually out of the cars. Now it's just a question who can take this information, how to secure it, how to protect some, personal information to go into wrong hands. All of these kind of considerations are there, which I think could be addressed by distributed ledger technologies, blockchain technology, however you want to call it. And then there is, of course, also the question, which I also want to solve a little bit. I mean, what people always talk about, like paying with Bitcoin, paying with Ethereum, paying with eCash, that's very well, right? Like I can buy a pizza with Bitcoin, but the question is it really viable as when you look at the holistically at the full supply chain, right? The company that produces the pizza, they have to buy flour, they have to buy cheese, they have to buy tomato sauce, they have to buy sausage. So by now, when only some handful of techies are paying their pizza with Bitcoin, that might be fine, and they have also enough other cash on hand which they can use to finance the product that they need to make the pizza. But the question is, does it make sense when you look at the full supply chain? Would it be possible that the company which makes the pizza also pays the company who makes the sausage with Bitcoin? How then this trickles down until the farmer in the field, right? If we really want to have full implementation of cryptocurrencies, then this has to be taken fully care of from the beginning till the end, and not just the small part where you go and pay your pizza, right? The pizza doesn't grow in the shop. So this is this is, I think, a consideration that I'm really interested in, because to my knowledge, there's no full holistic solution to that. And this is one thing I really would like to discuss in videos, have some interesting interviews about, analyze some interesting projects about that, because I think this is where we have to go with that, right? Like it cannot stay like just some gamble of some crazy people who want to have some crazy returns from their investment, and basically yeah, gamble their money away. And maybe some of us are lucky and some of us are less, but I don't think that this would be a good way to look at cryptocurrencies. I would rather see real applications, real utilities. And then all of these questions have to be addressed, right? Like how the money, how the cryptocurrency goes from the person who buys the pizza all the way down to the supply chain, to the last user, to the, as I said, the farmers on the field, the producers of the grain, and so on. Like how this is happening. I'm not sure if that sounds interesting for you. Let me know if you're looking forward to the series. I'm really looking forward to it, because I think this is really something that is necessary. If this should grow, I mean, we all want that this grows, right? If like everybody who's invested in cryptocurrencies want that the market grow. So the only way by now that the market can grow is from mass adoption. But mass adoption means, again, that you have to see things more holistic. It's not just about, it's not enough to say, like, oh, yeah, I can go to the shop and pay there with Bitcoin. And then there's the question, all the supply chain, everything, like what is happening, how these finances are moving. Like, are there again in centralized systems? Many payment systems, I mean, when you use the Binance credit card, yet technically you pay with cryptocurrencies, but actually not really. It's not really decentralized. There's one company which basically hands you out the credit card and handles all of your cryptocurrencies. So it's not really decentralized, right? So is it still possible to do it decentralized? I don't know. The governments are also now in, and they have, of course, no interest whatsoever to have like a competition in the market for a financial system, right? There's reason why they have built a financial system and why they do their best to control it, and they will do the same in cryptocurrency. So then the question is there really place for a decentralized system? If yes, where and how, under which circumstances? Will it be tolerated by the connected governments? There might be some regions in the world where this will be okay. There might be some regions in the world, or there are already regions in the world where it's not. How that will work. Um, and then, as I said, the whole supply chain situation. Then is the question, if it's not, if the real value is not as a payment system, I don't know, it might be. I have no strong opinion about this. This is just like I'm like I'm sharing now my thoughts about this. But if it's not as a real payment system, then what else is the utility? And then we have to discuss about utility coins like Jasmine and so on, because there the main purpose is not payment, right? In a sense, of course, it is payment, because you exchange something in return for these coins. So basically, they're driving the exchange, but it's not the main purpose on them. It's not a payment system, but it's connected to a real utility. I don't know. And this is something I would like to explore. If that interests you, the lack of questions and remarks about this makes me think that you're not interested about that. However, I have the freedom to do with the channel whatever I want. So I think I will still do it, make a couple of videos about this, and to see what's happening. Um, yeah, it's just interesting for me. However, I will also go on, of course, with Jasmine, eCash videos, and many other things. So don't worry. Um, I actually really want to push the channel now to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, no excuses. Please subscribe. I really want to hit now the 1,000 subscribers, and I hope I will have the opportunity to invest more time into the channel. I hope also I can monetize it at some point, that I can invest more into the channel, right? I mean, the camera setup is not great. I know the sound is also not great. I'm not the greatest person to cut or to edit the video. Definitely not. So there are a lot of places where I could need work, where I could actually where I would prefer to actually concentrate on the content in the videos than on making thumbnails, cutting videos, setting up the camera, all of these kind of things. This is, yeah, it's just annoyance, where I would like to more concentrate on content. So I hope hitting the 1,000 subscribers, hitting the 4,000 hours of watch time. So please also watch my videos, because for monetization you need both. You need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. With both, I mean, for the 4,000 hours, I'm a bit over half. With the 1,000 subscribers, I'm actually not far away from that anymore. So subscribe, and then I hope I will be able to invest a little bit more into the channel and grow it, make it better, have nicer backgrounds, buy a green screen, invest a little bit in editing software, maybe find somebody who can edit for me, who can help me at least with it, things like this. But this is only possible if I can carry it off with the channel, right? That's why it's really important to do that. Also join me, of course, on my social media. It's not here in the video, but you will find in my other videos the link to all my social media. I have a Reddit channel. I am on Reddit. I have a Discord. I have a Discord server as well. You will find me also in Jasmine on eCash, as well in Reddit as on Discord. There's a Facebook page. I'm on Twitter. So just follow me everywhere that you get the news. Also when I do new live streams, because often they're just, I just have a little bit of time and make a live stream. It's not planned. Maybe I should do that more people have the opportunity to join, but it is what it is. So next time I maybe will make one where I announce it a little bit earlier. However, I have also not figured out how I can do this, that I can do it over the phone when I announce it earlier. So I have to figure that as well out. Any more questions from some of you? I will stay a moment longer here. We'll still install editing software, because I made a video, a eCash video, which will come out as soon I has figured out how I can get the background away. I know OBS is a solution. However, somehow my computer doesn't like it. So when I do it with OBS, like there's like really weird like cuts in the sound. So I will try now. With another software. I found a Wondershare Filmora. I have no idea how that will work. I will let you know in case that's good, or it's really bad. If you're interested in my video editing and cutting skills. Yeah, that's an interesting software, definitely. New project. Okay, it looks like serious software. That's good, but this means also I will have to learn that. Interesting. So I think I will go now and try to cut the video. I will see how far I will get. I hope today or tomorrow the video will be out. I have no idea. It depends on how well that will go. So thanks for watching. I hope at least some of you enjoyed it a little bit. Next time, I promised I will announce these videos a little bit earlier, that more of you have the opportunity to join. Maybe can prepare some questions to me. We can also, I don't know, I never have done this live chat on Twitter or on Discord. We can also do it like this. Let me know what is your preferred channel. I just do it on YouTube because it's the easiest to do. But if you have some other preferred channels, let me know. I'm also happy to move that somewhere else. Yeah, then I'm happy that at least some of you passed by and said hello. And then see you next time, and stay tuned for the eCash video and for the upcoming Jasmine video. Really soon will be out, as soon as I manage the software. So, guys, see you next time. It was a real pleasure, and bye.